Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is my episode 3 of me trying vlogging. We'll see how that goes. Slightly different this morning or today because I'm in the garage at the moment and I'm just about to go out for a test ride with the bike because I've prepped it on a dress rehearsal run for a trip that I'm doing to France in a couple of weekends time. Just going for a couple of days. And we'll just go for a ride and see how we get on. I'll show you what I've got on the back of the bike, and I'll just switch the camera and you can see I've got a Rhino Walk bag here, which is one of the big Rhino Walk bags. It's got all my kit in. It's just a cheap imitation bag of another well-known brand, but I'm not going to be using it an awful lot, so it should last really, hopefully, all being well. But yeah, that's it on the back with my rack. Just sort of rest in there. I've got a steel core strap that should help secure it a bit more, and a little basic lock here, more as a deterrent, so that if I do happen to just pop into a cafe or something like that, I don't have to take the bag off the bike. Any valuables I'll have on me anyway, so this is just stuff that I just don't want to be taking this off if I'm just leaving the bike for a couple of minutes, you know. Anyway, we'll take it for a ride and see how it goes with it. I'll just get changed, and then I'll see you back when I'm ready and out on the bike. I'll catch you later. Well, first impressions, it seems alright. Feels okay on the back. Doesn't feel like it's wobbling about. Didn't feel any different going round the roundabout earlier. I've checked it's not as wide as my handlebars, so I know how much room I've got. From that point of view, so from a filtering point of view, it should be easy. I mean, well, we'll find out in a sec. But I'm going with a couple of friends to France, taking the ferry across from Newhaven to Dieppe, and one of our friends is riding all the way down to the south of France. But what we're doing is me and my friend Paul, we're going to ride for a day with Phil, our other friend, as far as we get on the Sunday, and then turn around and come back on the Monday. So we're just doing 2 days. 2 days in France, or 2 full days in France. Then on the final day we'll catch the ferry back from Dieppe to Newhaven and then ride all the way back home. But one of those, we're going to stay in a hotel the first night, because we don't get there till about 10 o'clock French time on the ferry. So we're going to book a hotel for that night, and then on the second night we're going to camp. So hence the reason I've got a bag full of stuff for a 2-day trip, because I've got an inflatable bed, a sleeping bag, we've even got a little chair in there along with other stuff. But and then on the final day we're going to hotel it again before we get the ferry home. So if we have a bad night's sleep in the middle, it's not quite so bad, because we should have 2 good nights sleep in between. So yeah, it should be fun. It's an experience, isn't it? Something to do. Something I've never done before. I need to get some fuel, actually. I will do that, because I can test what it's like going through a lot of traffic then, can't I? But I've recently put some new tyres on the bike as well. So they were right on their limit, and they'd got quite flat, especially the rear tyre, flat on the edge, flat spotted sort of thing. And with these, I had the standard Seat tyres on here that a lot of people don't like on the Royal Enfields anyway. I never had a problem with them until they'd started to wear. Once they'd started to wear, I could tell that it was tram lining on uneven roads and stuff. And I've got Bridgestone BT46s on here now, and these are they're so nice. And I don't know whether it's because the Seats had got so worn, or whether they are that much better anyway. But I'm glad I did it before we went away. I'm going to be filming it, obviously, the trip to France, as best I can. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm having a few problems with my Senna 10C Evo, to be honest. Compared to the 10C, I find that it can't handle the wind noise as well. Hence the reason I got this dead cat on it, but it still doesn't seem to make a lot of difference when you're doing sort of 60 mile an hour or above, which we shouldn't be doing that anyway that often. We've got a bit of a motorway journey down to Newhaven. We'll be on the M27 for a little while, but once we're in France we won't be going fast. We're taking all the quiet roads. It's more of a scenic tour than a rush through France on the big toll roads. There's no fun in that, especially on a bike like this. The other 2 bikes that are going is Paul he's just bought a BMW GS Adventure, so he'll be comfy, and Phil's got a big Harley. I'm not quite sure what the model is, but I think it's quite a big one. So we're going to be taking it easy, taking in the scenery as best we can. Alright, let's see if I can negotiate these vehicles in the dual carriageway. I don't think I'm going to have a problem with filtering. I don't even think you're allowed to do it very much in France anyway, compared to what you are in the UK. I think you're allowed to do this in France on a dual carriageway. It's still warm today. We've had a little mini heat wave for a few days. I've actually got a couple of busy weekends now, because next weekend I'm going to Fairport's Cropredy Convention Festival with my eldest daughter. We do something we do every year. It's a festival hosted by Fairport Convention, the folk rock band. It started in the 60s. And yeah, the festival's been going since the early 80s. But it's a nice family-friendly festival. About 20,000 people. Good fun. So we're going there Thursday till Sunday. Well, I'll come back Sunday. Monday I'm going to pick up a transit van, and on Tuesday I'm driving it to Wood Green in London to move my youngest daughter from there to her new house or new flat that she's renting in Hertfordshire. And yeah, so that's going to be a busy old day. Back to work then after that Tuesday for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then Saturday we're heading off to Newhaven, so not going to have time to stop and think, really, I don't think. Alright, let's pop into Tesco's and get some of their finest E5. Well, that's fun, trying to get off of it. It's not the easiest thing in the world when you're not used to it, is it? Don't think that's moved too far. Looks like it's still secure, which is good. Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm going to have to fill up a lot more than the other two are, because I think they've got much bigger tanks than I have. But right. So I'm thinking about having the camera at this sort of angle maybe, so that I can see a bit more behind me when we're in France. You can still see me, I think, but you get to see a bit more of what's going on behind you. Should have just stayed in this lane, shouldn't I? So I'm going to pop through town, I think. See what it's like. Going this way, actually. I'm not going to go through town. So I'm debating whether to take a tank bag as well to carry important stuff in, so that if I do leave the big bag on the back, if we pop into a cafe or something like that, or pop somewhere, I can take important things like passport, driving license, cameras, insurance, V5, all these sort of things that you don't want to lose. So I'm either going to see if I can fit my little, my tiny Rhino Walk 10-litre bag in the back of the big bag, so I could just unzip it and pull that out whenever we stopped anywhere. If I can't fit that in, then I'm going to have to take my little tank bag, I think, and just take that off every time we stop. Do you know, I'm going to have to start writing a script, I think. Well, not even a script, just a plan of what I'm going to talk about, because I'm already realising that I'm jumping backwards and forwards all over the place about what to talk about. And you don't see that on telly programmes, do you? It's all very well structured. Whereas I still don't have a plan, so I'm just talking about nothing. These houses here, loads of brand new houses going up on what was floodplains, so I don't know. Salisbury's getting bigger and bigger. I suppose everywhere is. everyone needs a house to live in, I guess. It's the kids I feel sorry for. Yeah, they have to pay a fortune to even have a deposit now, and the price of rent is just ridiculous. That they can't even afford to save for a deposit for a house. See, I don't know if you can hear now, I'm not sure what the wind's doing, but it might be buffeting about and not making, so you can hear the wind on the microphone possibly. Obviously I don't know yet because I'm riding still, but it's just interesting to hear what the speech sounds like at 60 mile an hour as well. I mean, I guess the way round that is to make that bit where I put some music on the video maybe, and turn the volume down a bit on the actual audio from the video, and add a little different dimension to the videos maybe. So I think that's about it for today. I think we'll wrap that up there. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna film the little road trip to France, so we'll see how that comes out. This thing seems to have stayed on, so I've obviously got it strapped on alright, but I think it should be fine. Again, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, thanks for watching again. See, this is where I need a plan and a script. But yeah, if you're new to the channel and you want to watch some more, then subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. Helps me out with my 30 subscribers that I've got at the moment. Thanks to everyone that stayed subscribed, that has subscribed. And if you enjoyed it, give me a little like, put a comment below if you want, and I'll catch you next time. See you later. Bye bye.